Hey, 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 we have two live podcasts today at Care Sandwich because it's my birthday and I had to treat myself to two awesome podcasts with two awesome female attorneys. The next guest is Cherise Challenger. She owns a law firm right here in Atlanta. And I'm going to have her come on the screen in just a second and tell you all about herself, her law firm, and how she is just awesome. But first, watch this video.
Welcome to Care Sandwich, the podcast where we dive into the success journeys of law firm owners across the country. I'm Margarita Everline, your host and the founder of Marketing Boss, a fractional chief marketing officer firm for law firms. On this show, we'll explore the challenges, strategies, and victories that have shaped law firms and how they wrap every interaction with care. Because we believe that caring isn't just a value, it's a strategy for success. So grab your favorite sandwich, sit back, and let's dig into a conversation filled with insight, inspiration, and of course, a lot of care.
Hello, hello. Welcome me to the virtual stage, Cherise Challenger. Let's go.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm good, Margarita. Thank you for having me. How are you?
I am great. I am a happy person today because I'm celebrating another, what is it called? Trip around the sun.
Trip around the sun. Happy birthday.
Thank you. It has been a blessed life. I can't complain. I mean, I could, but I don't want to. But so I am so excited to have you on because you and I have a really awesome friend in common. So I knew you were going to be an awesome guest because of the friends you keep. So tell us about yourself, your law firm, how you got started, how you do what you do better than everybody else.
Well, thank you so much. Well, thank you for having me. I am Cherise Challenger. I am the firm owner of Challenger Law Group. We are a personal injury firm here in Atlanta, and we do have a satellite office in Texas. So I have been a firm owner now for almost 4 years in personal injury. We actually started off in criminal defense. So we were about 85% criminal defense, about 15% personal injury. Now we're about 95% personal injury and have a few lingering criminal cases that we're tying up. I've been a lawyer for about 18 years now. So I've done quite a few things. I've worked in civil practice. I used to be a prosecutor. I used to be a public defender. And now I have my own firm. We pride ourselves on being a boutique firm. That's what really sets us apart from others, is that I'm very hands-on with all of my cases and all of my clients. I know all of my clients on a first name basis. So you're not just a number to us, as well as we make sure that we have that care with our clients, that so much so that we call them family. So that is about.
I love that on your website it says something like you get us, not our logo. I think that's so cool. I think that's amazing. And now it sounds like you went from being really, really busy with your experience before law firm ownership to being even more busy with two practice areas. Talk to us about how you made client-centered decisions in your practice area when you decided to do crim, and then how it's evolved into the PI now.
Absolutely. So when I used to be a prosecutor, I was used to dealing with a lot of voluminous cases. So with a prosecutor and as a public defender, you deal with a lot of high volume type cases, right? And so you have to prioritize as far as which ones needs a little bit more care than others. And so once I opened up my own firm, I wanted to make sure that all of my clients have that particular care with the cases, and not just triaging, right, the more serious cases, and then just kind of, letting the least amount of cases go by the wayside. I wanted to make sure that they all was centered around having my full attention. And so I was able to do that by not taking on too many cases. I don't need all of the cases in Atlanta. I just make sure that the cases that do come my way are a perfect fit for me, and I'm a perfect fit for them. I know I'm not everyone's cup of tea, but I know I'm someone's cup of tea or coffee. So I just want to make sure that we do give them that special attention, as well as with my staff. It's 5 of us in the office. We have dedicated case managers that will help you, and they are literally dedicated to just your case. And so that case manager will walk with you every step of the way, particularly in personal injury. A lot of times when people are in car accidents or any other type of injuries that's to no fault of their own, this is a first time experiencing it. So they don't know what to do. Oftentimes we'll get people that call us from the side of the road, like literally the accident just happened. They're calling us like, hey, I just got an accident. What do I do? Who do I call? Because they don't know. And so we're here to guide you every step of the way from the beginning to the end.
How do they find you if they're on the side of the road?
So actually, I get a lot of cases via word of mouth. I get a lot of referrals from other attorneys, judges, friends, family members, former clients. They'll tell their friends and their families, like, hey, you need to call this person. And so really a lot of it is word of mouth. And I'm just a firm believer that if you do great work, it's going to come back to you. People are going to find out about you because of the work that you do. And I really pride myself on doing the good work and making sure 2 things. So when I was actually in a car accident before I went to law school, and it was a really bad accident too, where so much so that I was a passenger in a car with my best friend, and someone ran a red light and T-boned us. The car ended up flipping over, and my hand went through the windshield because I was trying to brace myself for the impact. Ended up having had surgery from surgeon because I lost some tendons in my hand. And so I had surgery through it. And so I had to find a lawyer. I didn't know of any lawyers at the time. So I dealt with, I'm probably aging myself, but I dealt with a lot of people did back then, which you contact lawyers through the yellow pages and hoping someone comes out, right? It pans out. So the experience was fine, but knowing what I know now, I did not know then, is that 2 things that I pride myself on is, one, we get complaints as lawyers that I never know what's going on in my case, and I can never hear from my lawyer. And so I wanted to make sure that I dispel that when having my own firm, because we make sure we share everything with our clients. It's your firm, it's your file. So we make sure anything that we get on this on behalf of the client, we share with them immediately and let them know what's going on, so they know every stage of the case. And that's also, I'm always accessible to my clients as well. We use My Case, which we have a text portal, which a lot of people like to text or message me, and we make sure that we share that information. They can contact us, and then if they want to talk to me, have a one-on-one call, we make sure they schedule those appointments, so that way that time that they talk to me is their time, and I can be able to talk to them about their case.
So something that you implied that I've picked up on in your responses is you've been able to scale while still being hands-on by building a team.
Absolutely.
It's been implied in your responses, because like otherwise the math doesn't add up. I've met so many solo law firm owners that they are so passionate, so hands-on, but then they can't scale because they don't know how to replicate that with a team. Talk to us about your leadership journey, because I think that would be super helpful for a law firm owner or law firm owners that may be listening to this, and they can relate to your passion, because it's clear you're very passionate about knowing their names and being hands-on. But then it's been implied you have a team. You've been able to scale with a team. So walk us through, what was that like, and what are some of your best tips?
Correct. Absolutely. So my team is everything. We really I cannot have this law firm and as being as successful as it is without the team. And so I continue to pour into them. What I'm big on is I'm big on work-life balance, not just for me, but also for my team. So we make sure I give quarterly bonuses. As far as when we have great or based on the performance, we'll give out quarterly bonuses. We also have incentive bonuses as well that we give out. I also make sure that I pay them what they're worth, and I make sure I check out the market rate to make sure we're paying our people. People don't work for free, and everyone has family, everyone has lives. I want to make sure that my team is valued. And in fact, Wednesday, we actually have our team bonding event where we're going to beat the bomb. Whereas what we do is every quarter we actually have a team bonding event, and each person would choose what we're doing for that particular quarter. So one person chose like, oh, okay, let's do the beat the bomb, where you try to, do this whole, it's like it's like some type of game that you have to play. And then if you win the game, like some type of strategy, if you win it, then you don't get the slime on you or whatever. But if you lose, everybody gets slime. So we're doing that. So we're going to go to lunch, and we actually have our meetings during lunchtime, and we talk about as far as our cases and things like that. And then we go to the Beat the Bomb, event afterwards. So pouring into your team is very important to me. If your team is not happy, your clients are not going to be happy. You're not going to be happy. And I really can't do everything I need to do as a lawyer if I don't have a great team working with me. And I would say also too, I travel a lot, some with business, some with personal, but I'm not able to do that. I wouldn't be able to travel as much if I didn't have a great team in place. So I have my office manager, I have 2 case managers, as well as I have my intern, and they do a great job of making sure that the firm at Challenger Law Group is grounded no matter what, and our clients are taken care of.
Hey there, I hope you're enjoying the conversation and your sandwich as much as we are. I want to take a moment to share a few words about our sponsor, Marketing Boss. If you're a law firm owner looking to supercharge your growth, our team at Marketing Boss is here to help. We've got over a decade of experience and a proven track record, and we specialize in growing law firms like yours with data-driven marketing leadership. So if you own a law firm and you're ready to get a predictable, steady flow of cases from your marketing, let's connect at marketing-boss.com.
And so how do you keep your team accountable? Do you have like an office manager, or like how do you do that part?
Yes. So I have my office manager. Nikki has been with me about 3.5 years, almost 3.5 years now. So she's been with me about 3. Yeah. So let me see. I've been in office. I've had my own firm now almost 4 years, and so she came in year 1. So she's been with me the longest. And so yeah. I said it again.
I said that's really good to know. So your timeline was you opened up, and then within a year you had somebody in place to lead.
Correct. Okay. Absolutely. So she's my office manager. She spearheads everything as far as running the firm and everything else. And so she spearheads that portion of it. And then I have my 2 case managers that they're really awesome in their sales. I mean, they lead with their own cases, and they know exactly what's going on with their cases. And then I have my intern, and she kind of does everything. So she supports everyone else. And so what we do is we have my case, which is our case management software. So we communicate a lot through my case, through GroupMe as well. And we just have our SOPs in place. And so that way nothing gets lost. And we just have a good system. It's really a great, I would say, a great system that we have in place. And we keep each other accountable too by having our meetings. So we meet every other Wednesday. And prior to that meeting, they will go ahead and give their report to the office manager of all their cases, as far as what's going on with those cases, where we are with those cases, and if there's any issues that we need to address during that meeting, things of that nature. And we have a good system too, that we try to make sure that I tell my clients in the beginning, it usually can take about 8 to 12 months for your case to settle from beginning to end, depending on you and depending on treatment. But by that 6 month, we're looking, okay, where is this case at? Are we still on track to try to get this case settled within that 8 months?
So you set that expectation from the beginning, your team knows about it, and they drive all the effort toward staying with that. That's great.
Absolutely.
That's great. I'm really loving this conversation, because it's one thing for me as a CMO to say, hey, you need SOPs. Hey, you need systems. Hey, you need case management software. And I'm coming at it from like the marketing, but like you really can tell when people use those best practices to grow their firm by the work-life balance.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Like I often find that when there's work-life balance, but no case quality, like it's a breakdown in systems. Or when there's case quality and no work-life balance, there's a breakdown in systems. So
absolutely. Like, you need both. I mean, and I encourage my staff, they have, they get, as far as vacations, so they get their PTO days. They also get, sick days. I encourage them to take it, and we purposely do not roll it over to the next year. So it's like you use it or lose it. And I do that on purpose because I want you to take that. I want you to be able to have those days where it's just, you have your time to yourself. It can't all be about work. I mean, granted, we have work to do. We all do, but we all have roles in place. But also, too, we do hybrid as well. So once a week, my staff, each person, they work from home 1 day a week, and then they alternate on Fridays. So every 3 weeks, they get to work from home twice a week, which is helpful too, because I mean, they're still doing the work and getting it done. And I can tell that they're still doing it, but it just changed up their scenery where they don't have to come into the office every day. And that's something that's new too, because I'm pretty old school. I like to be able to see you, touch you, feel you, go to the office next door and say, hey, what's going on with this case? But I also had to understand that, in the times that we are in today, especially coming off of COVID, a lot of people are remote. A lot of people wanted to be remote. And so I had to give into that and say, okay, how can we do a happy medium? Whereas I'm still getting that, in-office vibe, but still allow them to work from home too.
Yeah, no, I can relate. I like being in an office, but there are moments in my life, as a mom especially, where I just need a day to like be home in my sweats, in my hoodie, and putting in laundry while I'm, getting caught up in my CRM or,
Yep.
writing HTML code for something or whatever.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's important. It's important to have that time, right? It's important to have that time where business still going to run, but being able to, work a different aspect. And then too, sometimes for me, I mean, work is not just 9 to 4. I'm up late, working on things for my home office, and so like last Sunday, not last night. Last night I was up pretty late too, but not as late. But one Sunday I was like, okay, let me get really caught up, and I was up to like 4 or 5 in the morning, and I was like, okay, well, Monday I'm gonna sleep in because I had to work late. So.
And that's work-life balance too. Like, I'm a big believer that if I'm in the flow, like, I'd rather just knock it out and it's okay. I'll rest tomorrow. Like, it's all good. So
Absolutely. That's exactly what it was. Let me say, I was in the flow. I had my music on. My kids were already off to sleep. The husband was good. He was off to sleep. And I was downstairs in my home office working away. And then I looked up and I was like, oh, it's 5 in the morning. Okay, let me go ahead and get a little rest.
Well, you've given us such good advice. I would love to take a moment for you to tell us what sorts of cases should attorneys be referring to you because you want to handle them and maybe they don't if it's outside their practice area. You mentioned that referrals are an important source. I would love for you to share, like, what's your ideal case type?
Absolutely. So I handle mild to medium catastrophic injuries. So anywhere from a car accident to dog bites to wrongful death, to tractor trailer accidents, Lyft, Uber. We handle all of those type of accidents too. And also too, it doesn't have to necessarily be an accident related, like a car accident or a vehicle. It can just be any other particular injury. Like I've handled, we've dealt with cases where there was a spider infestation that we had to deal with. We've also dealt with, where there was other injuries at work, work-related injuries that turned out that we have to go after the third party. So that turned into a personal injury matter. So I would say that if you have an injury, if your client has an injury and it's to no fault of that client, that the injury happened, reach out to me. I would be happy to take a look to see if that's something we will handle, or if we can put you in the right direction as well. And we do litigate our own cases as well. We do have cases in litigation that we handle too. So if you are an attorney that maybe do the pre-suit side of things, that you don't handle your own litigation cases, or you're looking to team up with somebody that litigates, feel free to come and talk to me about those.
I love it. And there's the social media handles right there for you folks to reach out. So yes. I have a question for you. It's a fun question. Sure. What is your favorite sandwich? Because, if they're going to refer you cases, like, your taste in sandwiches has to be on point. No pressure.
Absolutely. So I love, and it's one of those things, before I say it, it's either a love or hate, and I love it. I love a good club sandwich. So turkey, bacon, lettuce, tomatoes, and do not forget the mayonnaise, because some people don't like mayonnaise. So I love mayonnaise.
Oh my God. Yes. Listen, yes. When I go order a sandwich, at those places where you stand in line, whether it's Subway or wherever, I'm always like, add so much mayonnaise, some off. Like, just,
it has to,
I love it.
I love mayonnaise. Like I cannot eat a sandwich without mayonnaise. A little bit of mustard and mayonnaise. But if it does not have mayonnaise, I cannot eat the sandwich. Like I cannot. It's not a sandwich without mayonnaise.
That is funny. My brother follows me on LinkedIn, by the way, so he's probably watching this. He's like team mayonnaise. It all started with him when we were children.
Team mayonnaise. There you go, brother. Yeah. I'm with you on that.
That's what he's known for, how much he loves mayonnaise. So yes. I won't out. We don't have the same last name, so no one will know who he is. Sorry, Billy. Anyway, this has been great. So as a reminder, let's go ahead and put your social media handles up there. If y'all want to get in touch with her and refer some cases, you know she's going to do a great job. She's got the team. She's here in Atlanta. So you'll be in good hands. Your cases will be in good hands. And we'll catch you next time on the next episode of Care Sandwich. And don't forget the mayonnaise.
Don't forget the mayonnaise.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of Care Sandwich. Remember, the way we care for our clients, our teams, and ourselves can make all the difference in our success. Until next time, keep caring, keep growing, and I'll see you on the next episode of Care Sandwich.